Welcome to the SPD podcast from SpeakPowerDaily.
Hello and welcome back to the show, everyone. I'm Ethan.
And I'm Charlotte. Ethan, you look like you have a story for us today. You have that I just witnessed something bizarre look on your face.
You know me too well. I was at this really cool gallery opening last night. Great art, great music, but there was this strange phenomenon happening in every corner of the room. I'm calling it the phone zombie apocalypse.
The phone zombie apocalypse? Okay, I'm intrigued.
Seriously, there were dozens of people, all dressed up, all standing by themselves, just intensely staring down at their phones. Not texting, not calling, just scrolling. Anything to avoid making eye contact with another human being. It was a room full of people, desperate not to connect.
I think we've all been that person at some point. It's a defense mechanism. It's social armor. Because the alternative, walking up to a complete stranger and starting a conversation from scratch, is one of the most terrifying things for most people.
Exactly. Which got me thinking. We spend so much time learning complex skills for our jobs, but we rarely ever talk about the simple, fundamental skill of just talking to people. The art of small talk.
It really is an art form, and it's a skill you can absolutely learn. It's not some magical talent you're born with. It's a set of simple techniques and, more than anything, a shift in mindset. I think we should break it down for everyone today.
I love it. The official small talk survival guide. Where do we even begin? What's the first hurdle people need to overcome?
I think it's the pressure. People think small talk needs to be this incredibly witty, clever, memorable exchange. It doesn't. The purpose of small talk isn't to solve world hunger or debate philosophy. Its purpose is simply to build a tiny, temporary bridge of comfort and friendliness between two people.
It's a social lubricant, right? It's just there to make the machine run a little smoother. Like when you're at the grocery store and the cashier asks how your day is going, they're not asking for your life story.
Precisely. It's a signal. It says, I'm a friendly, safe person. All it requires is a simple, positive response. But in a social setting like that party, you need more than a one-line exchange. You need a strategy. And for that, I have a little secret weapon I've used for years.
A secret weapon? Okay, now I'm intrigued. Don't hold out on me, Charlotte.
It's a simple acronym, a mental cheat sheet for when your mind goes completely blank. The acronym is F.O.R.D.
Ford? Like the car?
Exactly. Easy to remember. It stands for family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. 4 universally safe and effective topics that can fuel a conversation with almost anyone.
Okay, I like this. It's a framework, so let's break it down. F for family. This one feels a little tricky. How do you ask about family without sounding like you're conducting an FBI background check?
That's the key. You start broad and general. You don't lead with, so, tell me about your childhood trauma. You ease into it. For example, let's role play. You're the nervous partygoer. I'm the stranger.
All right. Hi, I'm Ethan.
Hi, Ethan. I'm Charlotte. So, are you from this area?
No, actually, I moved here from Texas about 5 years ago for work.
Oh, Texas. That's a big move. Is the rest of your family still down there?
Yeah, my parents and my younger brother are all still in Austin. I try to visit a couple of times a year. What about you? Are you a local?
See? It flowed naturally. Are you from this area is a perfect, low-stakes opener. It lets me talk about where I'm from, which naturally leads to family. And you did the most important thing. You asked the question back to me.
It keeps the conversational ball in the air. Now, what's a bad example? How could someone mess this up?
Oh, that's easy. Let's try again. You start.
Hi, I'm Ethan. So, are you married? Do you have kids?
Oh, no, I'm not.
Why not? Don't you want to be?
And scene. See the difference? You went way too personal, way too fast. Keep it light. Siblings, hometowns. Don't ask about marital status, divorce, or kids unless they bring it up first.
Got it. Rule 1 of family is stay in the shallow end of the pool. Okay, What's next?
O for occupation. This feels like the default small talk topic. It is, especially in the US. So, what do you do? Is probably the most common question you'll hear. And again, there's a right way and a wrong way to handle it.
Let's hear it.
The goal is to answer and then provide a little hook for the other person to grab onto. So if I ask you, what do you do, Ethan? Don't just say, I'm an accountant.
Right, that's a dead end. I could say, I'm an accountant. It's a lot of numbers, but I find it really satisfying. Almost like solving a puzzle every day.
Exactly. Now I have something to respond to. I can say, oh, that's a cool way of looking at it. I never thought of accounting as creative. And boom, we have a conversation. The hook is the little bit of feeling or detail you add.
What's the bad example for occupation?
2 things. The first is complaining. I'm an accountant. I hate it. My boss is a jerk and the hours are terrible. That's way too negative for a first impression.
Total vibe killer. What's the second?
Asking about money. Oh, you're a doctor? How much do you make? That must be great money. Never, ever ask about salary. It's considered very rude.
Okay, F for family, O for occupation. That brings us to R for recreation. My personal favorite.
This is where you find common ground. Recreation is anything people do for fun. Hobbies, sports, travel, books, movies, music. The well is deep on this one.
A great way to open this topic is to ask about their weekend. Do anything fun over the weekend? It's a perfect Monday or Tuesday question.
And it's an open-ended question. It can't be answered with a simple yes or no. Let's say you asked me that. I could say, it was great, thanks. I went hiking up at the state park. The weather was perfect.
And now I have multiple things to ask about. I could ask which trail you were on, or talk about the weather, or share my own recent hiking experience. The key is to listen for the specific details in their answer.
That's the core of active listening. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Listen for the key words you can build on.
What's the mistake people make here?
Turning it into an interrogation, or conversely, a monologue. Don't just fire off questions. Do you like sports? Do you watch movies? Do you read books? And don't spend 10 minutes talking about your golf handicap if the other person's eyes have completely glazed over. Look for a shared interest and explore that together.
It's a dance, a little back and forth. Okay, last one. D for dreams. This sounds intense.
It's not as dramatic as it sounds. Dreams is really just shorthand for future plans or passions. It's for when the conversation is flowing well and you want to go a little deeper. You wouldn't lead with this, but it's a great place to go.
So you wouldn't say, "Hi, I'm Ethan. What is your greatest ambition in life?"
Please don't. A much better way to tap into dreams is to ask about things like travel plans. So, any exciting trips coming up? Or you could ask about projects they're excited about. Working on any fun projects lately? In or out of work?
That makes sense. It's about future-oriented, positive topics. I once asked someone that, and they told me they were learning to make their own pasta from scratch. We ended up talking about Italian food for 20 minutes.
And that's the magic of it. You found a passion. The F.O.R.D method is just a map to help you find those points of connection.
All right, the F.O.R.D method is a brilliant tool for once the conversation is started. But what about that first moment, the launch sequence? What are your go-to conversation starters?
I think you're the expert here, Mr. Social Butterfly. What are your top 3?
Okay, number 1 is the situational compliment. Look for something you genuinely like and comment on it. For example, "That's a really cool watch. Where did you get it?" Or, "I love the music the DJ is playing. Don't you?"
That's a great one because it's specific and sincere. What's number 2?
Number 2 is the shared experience. You are both at the same event, so use that. Say something like, "Wow, this place is packed. Have you been to one of these events before?" Or, "These appetizers are amazing. Have you tried the little cheese puffs?"
I use that one all the time. It works because you're immediately establishing common ground. You're in it together.
Exactly. And my number 3 for when I'm feeling confident is just the honest and direct. A simple, "Hi, I don't think we've met yet. I'm Ethan," and a warm smile. It's clean, confident, and surprisingly effective.
It takes a bit of courage, but it signals self-assurance, which is an attractive quality. Okay, so we know how to start a conversation, and we know what to talk about. But now we have to tackle the most awkward part of any interaction.
The exit. The graceful escape. I've been trapped in conversations for what felt like geological epochs because I didn't know how to leave politely.
The art of the graceful exit is the most underrated social skill. The key is to be positive, clear, and to take responsibility for the departure. You need an exit line.
Give me your best ones. I'm taking notes.
My favorite is, "Well, it's been so great talking to you, but I should probably go mingle a bit more. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night." Another good one is to state your next intention. "I'm going to go grab another drink. It was a pleasure to meet you, Ethan."
Those are so good. They're polite, they give a reason, and they have a clear sense of finality. It's not a "maybe I'll talk to you later." It's a "this was great, and now it's over."
And you should physically turn your body away as you say it. That body language reinforces the signal. The worst thing you can do is just stop talking and slowly back away.
The slow motion fade out. I've seen it. It's painfully awkward for everyone.
So, let's put it all together. You start with a situational comment, you talk about their job using a hook, you discover a shared love for hiking, and then you say, "Well, it's been great chatting about trails. I'm going to go say hi to the host, but it was a pleasure meeting you." That is a perfect, successful small talk interaction.
That actually sounds manageable, even enjoyable. It's not about being the most interesting person in the room. It's about making the person you're talking to feel interesting.
You've just summarized the entire philosophy of being a great conversationalist in one sentence. It's about curiosity. If you are genuinely curious about the other person, you will never run out of things to say.
All right, I think our listeners are now fully armed and ready for their next social event. No more phone zombies.
Let's do a quick recap. 1. Remember the goal is connection, not performance. Keep it light. 2. Keep the F.O.R.D method in your back pocket as your conversational map.
3. Use a warm, confident conversation starter. And 4. Master a graceful exit line to end on a high note.
And above all, be curious. Everyone has a story. Small talk is just how you discover the first page.
That's a perfect place to end. A huge thank you to everyone for tuning in today. We hope this helps you feel a little more confident out there.
Try these tips out and let us know how they work. Find us on our social channels and share your own small talk success stories. We'd love to hear them. See you next time on SPD Podcast.